Good morning, Sonora High School Wildcats. We are so excited to see you this week. This video is going to give you some important information about your return to school.
Given the extraordinary circumstances in which we have returned to school this fall, it's critical that health and safety protocols, district guidelines, and expectations are clear. All of your parents have been sent a contract that they should go over with you. It contains a Google form to be completed. This form must be completed before you return to school for in-person instruction. We look forward to having you back. The link at the bottom of this slide and all the slides about the in-person instruction contract will take you to that Google form. What are you agreeing to? You're agreeing to wear a face mask all the time while you're at school. There'll be some exceptions made for eating and drinking, but otherwise you need to be wearing a face covering. You can bring your own face covering or we'll provide you with one. If for any reason you won't wear a face mask, we'll have a conference with your parents and you'll be sent home. If you can't figure out a way to keep the face mask on at school, then you'll go back to distance learning. As we talked about yesterday, you'll have to maintain physical distancing. That means 6 feet in classes and as best as possible outside of classes. Also, as we discussed yesterday in our video, wash your hands and sanitize your hands as frequently as possible. There are hand sanitizers in every room. You're going to have assigned seating in classrooms and on buses. Those seating arrangements have been very carefully measured to make sure that we're properly socially distancing all of you. Make sure you stay in your assigned seat. All the same rules for classroom behavior apply as they do anytime. Please make sure to follow all the rules of your school and your classroom. If you can't do it, we'll go back to distance learning. Because of the constraints for social distancing and for symptom checking, we won't be able to have visitors on campus. If your parents need to pick you up, they can call the attendance desk. We'll pull you out of class and you can go out front to meet them. Students won't be allowed on campus earlier than 7:30 because we can't symptom check any earlier than that. So please, if you have to come on the campus early, like for zero period, make sure you have permission from a staff member and that you're with them during zero period. We'll be checking symptoms at the door of all zero period classes. Please make sure to go to a hero station and get symptom checked when you get to school. If you're tardy because you wait to do that, you're still going to get a tardy. But please, get here early enough to get symptom checked. When the school bell rings to release you at 1:15, that's when school ends, you need to leave campus. The only reason not to leave campus is if a teacher has given you prior notice and prior permission to stay on campus with them. If that's the case, you have to be in a classroom with a teacher. We went over symptom screening yesterday. This just says that your parents will check you to make sure that you don't have any COVID symptoms before you come to school, and that they will keep you home if you do have COVID symptoms. And remember, they just need to call in. It's an excused absence, and you can do distance learning that day. Remember, if you're sick, don't come to school. And we have some criteria for what you need to do to return to school if you've had symptoms. Remember, if you have COVID symptoms, to come back to school, you need a negative COVID test or a doctor's note with an alternate diagnosis, or you need to isolate at home for 10 days since the symptoms appeared, and you can't have had any symptoms in the last 24 hours. If you get COVID symptoms while you're at school, your parents will have to come pick you up. We'll bring you down to the green room where you'll be able to sit and wait for your parents. We're taking all these protocols because we want all of you to be here and we want you all to be safe. Do the right thing.
A common question we've been getting lately is, where are my classes? We realize that some of you have not yet been on the Sonora High School campus, and we want to make sure that you know where to go. Today in each of your classes, your teachers will let you know what room your classes will be in when you're on campus. You can also log into your Hero app to see what classrooms your classes are in.
Students are expected to have their Chromebooks with them every day for in-person learning. Please be sure to bring a fully charged Chromebook every day you come to campus. For the Chromebook's protection, it's important that they're carried in bags. We'll be providing backpacks with a slot for your Chromebook at hero stations on your first day at school. If you happen to forget your Chromebook, or if it comes and it doesn't have enough charge, You'll be able to temporarily check one out from the library, but it's important that this isn't a regular occurrence. If it becomes a problem, there is a chance it'll lead to disciplinary action. Please do your best to make sure you charge your Chromebook every night and bring it with you every day.
As we return to hybrid, we've created a new schedule to accommodate people being on campus. The new schedule will start on Tuesday, October 20th, and then every day after that, we will utilize this schedule. This standard day runs from 8:05 to 1:15. In order to accommodate social distancing, we're doing a split brunch. How do I know when my brunch is? When you leave third period, you're going to think about where your fourth period class is. Your fourth period class will determine where your brunch is. If your fourth period class is in the TRs, PE, or across the street, you will go to brunch first and then your fourth period class. All the highlighted classes, the TRs, PE, and all the classes across the street will attend the first brunch. If you notice on the map, there's a green line. This will indicate the area where you will stay for your brunch. We would like you to stay on the pink highlighted side of the green line during brunch. If your fourth period class is in the H building, the C building, or the band room, you will go to your fourth period class first, and then you'll go to brunch. So you can also see that represented on the map here. The classes in the band room, the H building, and the C building, you will have your lunch on the highlighted side of the green line on the map.
Breakfast and lunch will be available free to all students. Meals will be a grab and go. We'll serve lunch during brunch. As we said earlier, students need to leave campus at 1:15 unless you have specific instructions from a teacher to be in their room with them. Sorry, we need everybody gone so we can make sure everybody can stay safe. And we look forward to seeing you the next time you're at school.
We hope this video has been helpful for you. If you still have additional questions, please make sure that you ask your teachers during your classes today or reach out to the school before the end of the day. We cannot wait to see you at school this week. We're very excited to have you back on campus with us.